Hi everybody, it's Brian here with Engadget. We are here with the latest Kindle from Amazon. This, of course, was announced last week alongside the Kindle Fire and the Kindle Touch. This is really the low-end, entry-level device. It'll run you $79 for the ad-supported version, which, as you can tell by this AT&T ad happening on the screen right now, is exactly what we're looking at. $109 for the non-ad-supported version. Very cheap as far as e-readers are concerned, so it's a pretty good starting point for anybody who's even vaguely interested in picking up one of these devices. There are two things that you'll notice immediately about this device if you're familiar at all with the Kindle 3. The first and most glaring is that they've completely stripped away the physical keyboard. This is all screen right here. The vast majority of the front side is monopolized by this 6-inch Pearl e-ink display, which is pretty much industry standard at this point. The other thing you'll notice is that it's much smaller than the last Kindle, loses about an inch on the top, and that, of course, has a lot to do with the fact that they've stripped the keyboard. It's still pretty thin. It's thinner than most of the e-reader devices. It's sort of actually a fraction of an inch thicker, though, than the last Kindle. What's interesting is that unlike most of the devices out there which have stripped the keyboard, this actually doesn't have a touchscreen display, so this doesn't have the infrared display that we've seen with the Nook and the Kobo. That, of course, is included in the slightly pricier Kindle Touch. What it does have, however, is a toggle switch down here, so you're going to be doing most of your navigating using this. There's a row of 4 buttons. This is the home button, the menu button, this is a keyboard button, and a back button. And this is kind of a pain when it comes to actually typing something. So let's go into the store, for example. We're going to go into the Kindle shop. So in order to actually type something at the bottom, we're going to hit the keyboard key down here. It's pretty fast as far as e-ink readers go, so that's not a problem. But this does take some getting used to. For a lot of people, this might be a bit of a downside, but again, this isn't primarily an input device. So we're going to see how long it takes us to type the word sandwich here. There we go. So we've got sandwiches, and then we'll go down, and we're done. Pick that, and we're in the book store right now. It's wirelessly connecting right there. Get out of here. We'll show you some of the reading right here. So we've got a sample chapter right here that we downloaded from the Kindle store. Really pretty quick. The page turn speed is it's about on par with the last generation Kindle and the new Nook and Kobo. That flash right there, that was the whole thing refreshing. That happens about once every 5 or 6 pages or so. It's got a couple of other features in here. Mostly, it's a fairly bare-bones device. They got rid of the audio functionality, which the last version had. But again, the big glaring thing is the lack of a touchscreen or a keyboard. So this is a central search page right here. There are various things that we can look for. We can look for something in the Kindle store. We can look through Google. There's a dictionary built in, Wikipedia, and just search on the web. So we're actually going to do the web feature right here to show you what the browser looks like. Again, pretty basic, but most of the browsers on these devices are. We're going to check out some sandwich information. As you can tell, I'm slightly hungry right now, and I'm trying to live vicariously through this device. Like anything else, it gets a little bit faster as you get used to using it. Alright, sandwiches. Let's see what the internet has to say about sandwiches. So we'll scroll down, go to the web. Okay, unfortunately, we're having some trouble loading this page, but fortunately, however, we are on Engadget right now, so we can show you what our own page looks like on the browser. That's a magnifying glass in the center, so if you want to zoom in and zoom out, you can do it like that. Flashy, not in the exciting sense, but in the things actually flash sense. Again, you're you're not going to want this to become your default internet surfing device, but it's still pretty cool, and you can use this to load books and stuff on the device as well. I've got an Oxford English Dictionary down there. We can show you real quick what the PDF reader looks like. It takes a little while to load. Not the fastest thing in the world. Again, none of the PDF readers on these basic ebook devices that we've seen so far are all that quick. But unlike other ones, you can do things like zooming in and out. So we'll go 200 on this thing. We're looking at a comic book page by Peter Bagge. Takes a little bit to load, but you can scroll up and down on the device. So this was announced last week, available immediately. You can buy this right now. All in all, pretty solid device as far as a $79 ad-supported reader goes. If you're really looking to get into an ebook reader, this is a perfect way to get started. Another cool feature about this device are these two little tabs right there. Those metal tabs, those are actually built specifically for this proprietary case that Amazon designed. A little bit hard to get things in and out of it. I'll show it to you. Really nice case. It's leather. It's got a hard backing, so this is going to do a pretty good job protecting your reader. However, the case itself is almost as expensive as the reader, so that might be a bit of a deterrent, especially if you're buying this version of the Kindle in order to save some cash. But one of the cool features is a built-in light, so that's pretty neat. If you are buying this thing, we would recommend strongly looking at the case, but might be again a hard sell because it's nearly as expensive as the reader itself.